So from the looks of it so far, it seems that Sapphire has no problem jumping in when it's somebody like Smiley. But when it's somebody like E.T. and Rolly, she's going to bow out and say Suki did what she wanted to do. Honestly, in my opinion, y'all, I don't believe Sapphire is the friend that Suki thinks she is. Is y'all ready to talk about it though? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beef for me.
Wah, 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 wah,
for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing this Sapphire and Suki thing. Y'all know Sukiana from being ratchet in the streets and doing ratchet things. And we also are just now getting to know her best friend, Sapphire. Now, Sapphire was brought onto the Baddies East show via Suki. Suki has already explained that basically in order for Sapphire to come on, Suki had to come on with her, which is why she would come in and come out. But ultimately, Suki's goal was to get her friend to be able to feed her kids and eat by herself. To me, which is extremely commendable, because a lot of people don't do that when it comes to their friends. Most people would rather be the only one who is up on top, the only one who has the money and the means while everybody's down below. Whereas Suki, and I'm going to just say for the purpose of this video, because I'm realizing Suki and Destiny are two completely different people, so I'm going to call her Destiny. So what I'm realizing is Destiny is the type of person that really has a loving, kind heart, which has been said by multiple people in the industry, and that she really wanted to see her friend win. And it makes sense. Like she said, she has 2 kids, which are my niece and nephew. I want my friend to win. And I am always here for that. I don't think there will ever be a time in a situation when helping someone is an issue. I don't care if I like the person or not. I just feel like helping people is what we need to do as Black people, because that's something that's foreign to us. It's a foreign concept. But ultimately, Suki is doing whatever it was she needed to do, or whatever it is she needs to do to get her friend Sapphire on. And in my opinion, again, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I do not believe that Sapphire is the same genuine friend to Suki. And let me tell you why. So these two go on Baddies. Suki gets into it hot and heavy with Roly Poly. Now, the reason they get into it is because Suki is calling all the girls out for bullying the girl Smiley. If y'all haven't watched my review, please go check it out on the channel. But basically what she's telling them is y'all are bullying and ganging up on one girl, and this is basically not okay. So Suki standing up, mind you, her and Sapphire's whole purpose for going to this show was to be anti-bully. They were supposed to bully the bullies. They don't like when people get bullied. And when it came to Mariah Lynn and Smiley having their issue because Smiley took her chain, Sapphire and Suki was 10 toes down. They jumped all over Smiley to get Mariah's chain back, a whole bunch of things. But now all of a sudden that Suki is getting into it with Rolly and E.T., all of a sudden Sapphire is mum's the word. And to me, just to me, I found that very peculiar and very weird, because I'm like, wait a minute, Sapphire, we watched you drag all these other girls. Why is it this time is different? I can tell you what I think. I believe that she's afraid. I believe she's scared of Rolly and E.T. Because to be honest, Sapphire really can't fight. If we got to be completely honest. But anyways, it's a backstabbing thing. And Suki had took to social media to express how she felt about it. While the fans were just like, oh, Sapphire got to go. Like your whole purpose was to go there and be anti-bully. And we watch you do it. But then all of a sudden you got picks and chooses on when you do it. But let's look at Suki's statement about the whole situation before we get into what I want to get into. So Suki takes to social media and says, Sapphire wanted to be on Baddies. The only way I could get her on there was if I guest appeared on the show. That's why I did the show for everyone that's asking. Honestly, I just wanted to help my friend out and ease her into television, because that opportunity would put her in position to feed her kids, which is my niece and nephew. If you know me, you know I don't hang out with people I don't know. That's why I always pulled up in my own sprinters. I don't fit in with people either. I have too much energy or integrity, and it's never compromised no matter how many people in the room. I have to go against because if I feel strongly about something, I have to stand on it or I wouldn't be Destiny. Our daughters are best friends and I hope these episodes don't change that. I have other ventures I'm working on now. I wish everyone the best. So you see, Suki basically explained why she was on the show, simply to get a best friend on, and basically saying that they friends in real life is what I got from it. Their kids are best friends. She don't want nothing to change that, and to me, it sounds to me like Suki, no, let me back it up. Destiny is a very forgiving person. That's what it sounds like to me. And the reason I said that was because I went just searching. I didn't really search too deep, but I went to this girl, Zoe Brinks. Now, you guys may be unfamiliar with Zoe Brinks, but she actually played in the show Love and Hip Hop Miami, which I will be reviewing. But she's on the show Love and Hip Hop Miami. Her and Suki actually have a friendship outside of the show. She used to do Suki's hair. They kind of go way back or whatever. Well, Zoe came to social media somewhere around in November to explain the issue that she had with Sapphire, and she basically called Sapphire out. What she basically called her out on was how Sapphire talks negative about Suki behind her back. I'm gonna let y'all take a look at this and then I'll come back with some commentary.
Me, you have a daughter and you do not want to be related to or have any connections with OnlyFans. You was popping your shit, throwing shade, saying no shade while you was sitting in my chair. So you said that Suki didn't want you to be on Love and Hip Hop. She said, oh, wait until this, that, and the third, so you didn't do it. So now you said you felt some type of way. On top of that, you were saying that Natalie Ben knew you for baddies and that's what you might do, but the season had already started. All right, cool. So now we post a thing with Von Shay post a thing with me and Suki, you saying this, that, and the third, when you the same bitch that said that Young Miami be showing Suki love, but when Young Miami be having events in Miami, you be wanting to go, but Suki be saying no, and how Suki be acting weird around other rap bitches. Is that not what you said? You're not on here, but you said that. That's what you said. I have no reason to lie. You said it out your fucking mouth. So now that Suki put you on baddies, you want to say, oh, I'm the one that's letting people press me? You been told me when I came to you and I told you that Suki don't never post none of my hair stuff and it be making me feel some type of way. You told me sometimes people don't want to see you blow up bigger than them. I put that on my dead daddy grave. You said that.
All right, so y'all heard Zoe. I like Zoe. Zoe, like I said, is a hairstylist and an artist. She had been doing Suki hair since way back when. So when she's saying, she felt the way that Suki wasn't posting her hair, that's what she's talking about because she's been doing Suki's hair for a long, long time. But that's not why we're here. The point is, Sapphire was basically talking behind Suki's back then and saying she wanted to get on Love and Hip Hop, but Suki didn't want her to. But, Natalie already knew her for baddies and all this. And now she's on the show and it's, something different. Listen, I could be wrong and Zoe could be lying. I don't know. But in my opinion, y'all, I believe that the under the table Sapphire is who Sapphire is. I think Sapphire is trying to get up and do her own thing, and I'm cool with that. But I do not believe she is as loyal to Suki or Destiny as Destiny is to Sapphire, if it makes sense. I think she's a beautiful girl, but I do not think the loyalty is the same. I mean, think about it. It looks to me as if Sapphire wants to come up and do her thing, which anybody would. It's not a bad thing to want that. But under what circumstances are we willing to do that? Are we willing to step on the friend that's holding out our hand to give us a lending hand to do so? I mean, those are questions that we really have to ask. And I know everybody like, oh, it's just a fight. It wasn't that deep. But there's a sense of loyalty that comes with friends. I'm sorry. There is a huge sense of loyalty that comes with friends where it comes to where they will always protect you and you will always protect them, like regardless of what's going on. And I just found it funny that she was already up and ready to protect when it came to the whole Smiley thing or the Mariah Lynn situation. But when it came to certain people, it was different. I would have much rather my friend to be like, girl, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, girl. These some big girls, these some heavy hitters, whatever, than to just basically act like, oh, it was on me. Well, anyways, let's get into Sapphire speaking about the whole bullying thing when it came to Mariah and Smiley, so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about.
I just want to get past this whole bullying thing. Next week, I'm going to wait for next week episodes to air because, as y'all know, I'm one of the girls that's been pretty much silent during all of the episodes. I don't really address anybody else's beef. I don't really get into anybody else's problems. I usually keep my thoughts and my opinions to myself because at the end of the day, you guys as viewers, y'all don't know a lot of the things that go on behind the scenes. And sometimes the way shit gets edited, it might look a certain way, but those of us who were there, we knew what the fuck was going on. Okay? When it comes to this bullying shit with Smiley, the altercation between Smiley and I had nothing to do with her having a miscarriage. Nothing. So those of you saying like, oh, you're a bully because you fought her because y'all didn't believe she had a miscarriage, I don't give a fuck about that. I never said anything, not one time, about the miscarriage. Way before the issue with Smiley started, way before Baddies was ever filmed, way before the cast was even announced, any of those things. The initial fight between Smiley and Mariah started at Natalie's last dinner, okay? So when you go and then you text my best friend phone like you addressing her, that's where the issue arises from with Smiley, myself, and Suki. It has nothing to do with her and her miscarriage. Also understand that when Suki and I got there that day, we don't know any of the other girls yet. We know of them, but we haven't been in the house. We've been staying at a hotel all this time. Suki's been going in and out of bookings. So we don't know any of their individual beefs. So we walk in ready to address issues that we have. This whole miscarriage thing, like, we're just hearing about it. As far as the show, we see it just like y'all see it. We don't know.
All right, so y'all heard that. And if anybody's a little confused, when she's talking about the MC with Smiley, a lot of people thought at the time that they were fighting her or jumping her because she lied about having an MC. Well, it turns out we still don't know what's going on with that. But ultimately, she's saying it has nothing to do with that. It was basically about Smiley hitting up Suki offline before the show and all the stuff that went down with the Mariah Lynn thing. So as you can see, she is 100% on board for standing up for what's right when it comes to bullying and when it comes to stuff, dealing with her friend. Because like she said, you text my friend, that was something different, and she's going to stand up for her friend. So now I'm sitting here saying, well, dang, girl, if you really feel like that, then why wasn't that same sentiment taken when it came to Suki and E.T. and Rolly? Mind you, Suki is super small. Rolly is a huge, big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy, dirty, you know what I'm saying? And E.T. is, she got her little hands with her or whatever. So why wouldn't you be just as on board with helping up for your friend just like you was when it came to Smiley? That's just a question I have, and I know it may be rhetorical, but ultimately, it makes me feel like either you were scared or you just wanted to see it go down the way it go down. Moving on. So she took to social media and she had something to say. Check this out. And this is her talking about regarding the fight and her not jumping in. Check it out.
Suki said she gonna fight anyone who... Yeah. I know. Yeah, me and Suki are good. Listen, I ain't want to get into this, and I'm not going to get into it. I'll get into it with y'all on Monday, but just to wrap it up, and I've already made this known before, so this isn't new information, unless you just ain't been here. Everybody knows that there's a scene in Baddies. Me and Suki fell out during her fight with her and Rolly. I'll go into details with that later on. But I do want to make clear, me and Suki did not fall out because she fought Rolly. Let's just make that clear. We fell out because E.T. threw water at her. And when Suki told me that E.T. threw water, I did not know that, and I addressed it on the sprinter, but they still said that it was Rolly. So, that was the fallout. So when everybody like, why you ain't jumping for Suki and Rolly? Why you ain't jumping for Suki? Because wanted to do what the fuck she wanted to do. But keep watching it, y'all see exactly what happened, how it played out. But I don't feed into comments, y'all. You get what I'm saying?
So now Sapphire is trying to deflect by saying they didn't get into it because she didn't jump in the fight. They got into it because basically she checked the wrong person for throwing water. Girl, what? What, Sapphire? Are you serious right now? Like, if Deflection was a person, it would be Sapphire right now. You know why the viewers and why Suki was probably mad, for real. Like, even if y'all talked about the whole water throwing incident, which it don't matter if it was E.T. or Rolly, who cares? You should have been 10 toes down for your friend like you say you are. I don't understand why we're sitting here playing with semantics. Oh, well, she wasn't mad about the fight. She was mad about who threw the water. And I checked the wrong person on the sprinter. Girl, Sapphire, please. Like, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense, Sapphire. And then she won't holler, oh, well, Suki do what she want to do. She did what she wanted to do. It was the same thing she did what she wanted to do when it came down to the dealings with Smiley and them. Yet you was 10 toes down. What happened, Fat? That's what I be talking about, though. But see, I don't know. Maybe I be overthinking it. Maybe one of y'all could drop down in the comments and talk me off the ledge, because I ain't gonna lie. I guess because I've been having the same best friend since 6th grade. I already know if I'm about to get jumped by somebody as big as Rolly and her friend E.T. is standing behind her with the shits too, my best friend popping. And that's just is what it is. And vice versa. That's just how I was raised. Y'all can look at this picture and see this ain't no fair fight, Fat. It just ain't. I'm not saying Suki can't win, but this ain't no fair fight. And to me, that's an automatic jump. Even if E.T. wasn't there, that's an automatic jump to me. That's just to me. That's where I'm from. Maybe I'm raised different. I don't know. But ain't no way I'm letting my friend battle that doggone, that monster by herself. Period. But anyway, again, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Like I said, talk me off the ledge. Because in my opinion, girl, Suki, if you think Sapphire is your real true friend, you in danger, girl. Yes, you in danger, girl. You in danger. Anytime somebody done came back and said how she done dragged for you behind your back, you in danger, girl. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.